Is Ethiopian government piling up weapons? Or new shipments of weapons landing in Ethiopia? I have received some information, some piece of information I want to share with you. It seems that several flights carrying weapons have landed in Ethiopia in recent weeks. How to read these developments? Is it about Sudan? Is it about likely preparation for war? Secondly, we was Tegarai, where I reported about ban on students in Axum, ban on female students. Tegarai, Axum school, some schools banned female students from wearing hijab. Students did not comply with the instructions, and schools denied entry to the students. Question is, did the students appear at the 12th grade exam or not? Let's start with this news story. I have done 2 or 3 videos in the last few months about hijab ban imposed by some schools on female students. Female students were prevented from entering schools wearing hijab. A court in Tigray gave a decision in favor of female students. Decision was not implemented. Tigray Education Bureau asked Axum schools to allow the students to continue studies wearing hijab. Still, the schools did not comply with court orders. Several months have passed and the students are still out of schools. Reportedly, the female students who were barred from entering schools for wearing hijab were not allowed to sit for 12th grade exam held in Ethiopia in Tigray. It is being confirmed that they could not take the exam. The Tigray Education Authority says that in the second round of the 12th grade exam, the students will be adjusted. Second round, I think, will be held after a few days. Students were not allowed to take 8th grade exam. Female students who wear hijab. So they were not allowed to take that exam. So the issue of ban on hijab still unsolved in Tigray. Tigray saw unprecedented unity during war. There was no difference, no differences. There were no difference between Muslims and Christians, Orthodox and non-Orthodox. Everyone was united. They fought together against the attackers. And now, female students not allowed to wear hijab at the schools. Secondly, viewers, is Ethiopia piling up weapons? Firstly, some flights have been tracked in recent weeks between the UAE and Ethiopia. Not one flight, several flights. The last flight landed in Ethiopia 48 hours ago. Last in a series of several flights which were recorded in recent weeks. All these flights flew from air bases, military bases in the UAE, United Arab Emirates, and the flights landed in Harar Mada, at Harar Mada Air Force Base, which is in Oromia. Military cargo planes were involved in these flights. The flights were not carrying personnel. The flights did not have dignitaries on board. Cargo flights. I'm talking about cargo flights. The cargo flights, several landed at Harar Mada Ethiopian Air Force Base. in recent weeks. Several. Question is, obviously the flights had military armament, ammunition on board, which is being supplied by the UAE to Ethiopia. Question is this military armament meant for Ethiopia or for Sudan? Because rapid support forces are heavily involved in Sudan. They are supporting rapid support forces there. It is becoming increasingly difficult for the UAE government to provide weapons to RSF through Chad. And that is why recent shipments to RSF were delivered through Libya, reportedly. So maybe there are restrictions on the movement of arms from Chad to Darfur. That is why a new route is being used by the UAE through Ethiopia. Are these weapon shipments meant for RSF or for Ethiopian government? Well, I did some work on it, and what I have learned is that UAE is mainly using Basaso, Somalia, Basaso for supplying weapons to RSF. Basaso is the hub of UAE's military activities, reportedly. The military armament being delivered to Ethiopia is not meant for rapid support force, reportedly. At least these recent flights were not conducted to provide military support to RSF. And secondly, if flights carrying ammunition, weapon systems land in Harar Mada in Oromia, how will these weapons be delivered to the RSF? Because I think RSF is not close to Ethiopian border. It is very difficult to supply weapons to RSF through Ethiopia. RSF a few months ago managed to reach Aldindar, close to Ethiopian border. Then Sudanese military pushed them away from the border area. So rapid support forces are nowhere near Ethiopian border. That is why we can safely conclude now. I'm not talking about past flights. I'm only talking about flights of recent weeks. I think we can safely conclude that these flights are meant to arm Ethiopian military. Maybe that is why Eritrean government said in a statement a few days ago that Eritrea was aware of stockpiles of weapons being purchased by the Ethiopian government. Eritrea linked this purchase of weapons to Ethiopian ambition to gain access to sea to annex Eritrean territory. And perhaps this is the right context, I think. Either the Ethiopian government is modernizing its military, it wants to arm its military as much as it can, or the Ethiopian government, the military are making preparation for a military offensive and they want to be fully armed. UAE has been a major provider of weapons, weapon systems to the Ethiopian military. UAE drones, precision guided munitions, other precision weapon systems have been helping Ethiopian government a lot. During Tigray war, UAE supported Ethiopian government and the UAE provided support, was very helpful for the Ethiopian government. Maybe a new war is coming, and that is why UAE is supporting the Ethiopian government, strengthening the Ethiopian military. This is what is being said by several sources. Thanks for watching.